Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for June 2016. This month, I'm doing things a little bit differently and doing a little bit longer readings and splitting the cards up into sections. So definitely let me know what you think at the end of the video. But this month, you start off, this is your main focus. You start off with the King of Clubs. So a lot of you could be dealing with a fire sign in your life, and it could be like a boss or even a spouse or something, or well, I mean, really, it could even be a child in your life just dealing with a fire sign. So a lot of you, that could be a big focus for you, is dealing with this person. It can be a very good thing, especially if it's like a boss or something. They could be giving you some sort of really good advice or helping you out in some sort of way. So definitely be on the lookout for something like that. And sometimes with this advice too, we could be a little bit standoffish to it. That's a problem with the King of Clubs, is sometimes it comes in a little, hot and heavy and a little bit too aggressive. So, but just try to be open to people's advice, even if it seems like aggressive or, something crazy. Be open to it, because it would be good advice under this card. Next, again, in your main focus, you have the Ace of Hearts. Really good card. So a lot of you could be focused on the home. You have the 4 here, and you have some other cards here that, can really represent you being focused on being home and things like that, spending time at home. It's also a great card for messages, again with that King of Clubs, with the messages coming in. So a lot of you could be having a lot of messages and things coming to you. But this is a good card. It represents good things happening to you. It even represents happiness, being happier. It can represent like fortune after difficulty. So, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. I always say that this card, whenever I meditate on this card, I always see like a heart melting with a fresh heart underneath. So it's a very, it has a transformative, refreshing type of energy to it. So you could be feeling that as well this month. And finally, in this section, you have the 9 of Diamonds, which is a card of newness. So a lot of you could be experiencing very like new situations, new things this month, new experiences. I would be open to all those things, even like traveling to new places. I'd say a majority of you, if you are going to be traveling, it would be more in the future, because this is a card of like planning those things out, but a small percentage of you could be traveling this month and things like that. It's also a card of spending money in the right ways. So I always use the example, and this card has come up, and I've switched decks already several times during all these readings, so I know it's not sticking, but it's a card of spending money. I always use the example of like your car, if your car is making a weird noise or something, probably a good idea to get it fixed now so it doesn't turn into something much bigger and like much worse later. That's what this card represents. It represents financial responsibility by spending money, basically, and needing to spend money to like fix something or something like that. But it can also represent a big check coming to you, so that's the good news. It can represent like the money being available or more money coming in or earning a big amount of money in some way. So it's a really good card. Next, in the area of love, you have some really good cards as far as love is concerned. You have the 4 of Hearts coming up first, so feeling really good in the home. Kind of like on a mundane level, the 4 of Hearts just represents the feelings of home, like feeling safe, secure, protected, comfortable, all those things, happy. So a lot of you could be feeling like that this month. I'd say with the 8 of Hearts there in your main focus, that would definitely be true, that you could be feeling a lot better, a lot more positive this month. It's also a great card for those of you who are in a relationship. It's a card of like security in relationships, comfort, like I said, commitment as well. So some of you might be getting married or moving in with your, somebody or something along those lines. If you're not in a relationship, this card can indicate new relationships coming in as well. So that's very nice if you are single. Next, you have the Jack of Diamonds. So I think that some of you have an admirer. Jacks represents admirers, somebody who's interested in you. Again, could be male or female, whatever you're interested in. And it could be somebody like at work. Again, it's coming up as a diamond. So it could be somebody that's related to finance or, at your place of business, wherever you work, or if you own a business, at your business. And it can even be at somebody else's place of business where you meet somebody. So again, be open to all those things. This card can also represent anxieties. So some of you might have anxieties around relationships that you're in or that you're not in, and it's about overcoming those anxieties as well. So definitely try to do that this month. Next, you have the 5 of Hearts, which can be a card of jealousy. But I always say it's like good jealousy. It's like kind of jealousy where somebody is interested in the same person you are and they like pick you, so they're jealous because of that. This card can represent separation and divorce though as well. So I would say that for those of you that applies to, you'd already be going through the process. You already know about it and everything like that. And it can also represent changes. So a lot of you could be moving, thinking about moving and things like that, or moving in with somebody else. So that energy comes up. And it can also represent new relationships coming in, new relationships being available. So that's nice as well. Next, in finance and business and anything having to do with money, you start off with the Queen of Hearts. So definitely don't get lazy with your finances. Sometimes these cards can come up like when we're getting a little bit too late, when things are getting better, but we're getting a little bit complacent because things are getting better, which, that's human nature. So this is definitely a card of not getting lazy. It's also a card of trusting your intuition financially as well. So if you have even if you have an idea for like a business or something like that and it feels right, this is a card of like going for it and doing it, because it says that your intuition is probably, dead on accurate, and it's exactly what you should be doing. So, really trust your intuition under this card. Next, you have the Six of Clubs. This card is sometimes called the Prophet. So definitely trust your intuition. It's a card of, we could look at that as profit and profit, both making more money and being intuitive. It's a card of success and earning more. So definitely, any ideas you have for finances, for bettering your finances, maybe for job ideas or new positions, whatever, trust your intuition financially this month. It's going to be very important for you. It's also a card of, like I said, success and learning. So maybe there's a position that's opening up for you. Maybe you don't have all the skills, but you could quickly learn some skills so that you could get the position. That's what this card's all about. It's about learning and improving on the skills that you already have. Even if you're in business, it's a card of improving your skills. And even if you're retired, just because you're retired doesn't mean you should stop learning and stop learning about finance and things like that. You could always learn more, and that's what this card is all about, learning as much as you can. Next, you have the King of Hearts, which is about your ships coming in. You can even see, they did a great job on this deck, and you can see there's like a little ship behind him there. It's all about things returning to you. So if you've been putting energy into like work or putting energy into anything else like that, you could see some returns from things that you've done in the past even, or, you could just see money coming to you in general for like work and business and things like that. So it's a really good card. Also another card of trusting your intuition financially. Very important. Next, as far as spirituality is concerned, you have the Six of Diamonds. So this is a card of responsibility and being responsible. So a lot of you could be normally has to do with financial responsibility, but we're looking at the spiritual side of things here with these cards and this section here, and so it can definitely be a card of being spiritually responsible, and maybe even, there is a spiritual component to finance. So maybe a lot of you are looking at how to balance, finance with spirituality. It could even be a card of like giving and things like that. So a lot of you might be looking at those things. Next, you have the Ten of Hearts. Very good card, especially for spirituality. It's a card that represents fortune after difficulty. So, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. Feeling better, feeling happier. It can even represent getting together with people, being social, and all those things can when we're with people, we can be fulfilled spiritually. So it can definitely increase your spirituality and make you feel better and things like that. Which, a big part of being spiritual is also being fulfilled, being happy, and things like that. So a lot of you could be looking at that. And this is also a card of good news coming to you. So be open to news. It's very important. Finally, here you have the Jack of Clubs, which is about trusting your intuition. Very intuitive month for you. Jack of Clubs is about looking into the future, setting up a bunch of goals, and then taking, planning out how you're going to get to those goals, how you're going to reach those goals. So definitely do that with this card. Plan out your goals and also trust your intuition. Very intuitive card. So really important that you look at your intuition with that card there. And then finally, I simply ask the deck if there's anything else that you need to know. And you got the Two of Hearts. And the Two of Hearts is a great love card for sure, matching up with somebody perfectly. So a lot of you could be experiencing love this month. It's also just a great like family and friends card as well. So if you're in a relationship, or just even if you're not, it's just great for being with the people you care about, your family, your friends, and things like that, and having a really good time. And it's all about having fun. So I'd say this is a very, very good month for you. Very good, very fun, and a lot of good things going on. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.